Hello guys, everyone here. A lot is happening lately. Sentient has finished a large dual blade toilet. Leo is working hard on mini update 10 part 2, and we will have a new anniversary event. Thank you so much for reaching my goal of 900 subscribers, and my goal is 1000 subscribers by the end of next week, so click the like button and subscribe to help me with that. And now let's start. In the first leak published, we can see part of the large dual blade toilet, specifically its machine wheels. I can say that compared to the old model it is much better, and I can even show you the comparison. But sorry, large dual blade toilet doesn't have anything like that, but you can see his toilet on this leak, so it's probably some kind of upgrade for this morph. But I have to admit that the mechanical wheels were really well done by the modelers. Every detail was taken into account here, and I can't wait to play him. Now let's take the leaks regarding the toilet base and the trailer. In the first leak we can see the room scientist toilet from episode 70 where he died. First of all, we can see the gates here. From the first one, the plunger cameraman and dark speakerman entered, and from the second one, the large TV man, large laser cameraman, and women's. On the way, the hole where the large scientist mech toilet was in, the scientist jumped into it when it was damaged. If you want to see all the scientist scenes in Roblox, I invite you to my video about it. Anyway, we can see such details as well as the lasers that attack the plunger and other various things that were related to his room. And in the next leak we can see the same image as we saw in episode 70 part 2, so most likely we are in the room where the toilet assassin 2.0 tried to attack plunger, dark, and a few other cameramen. We also see two things next to each other, but I'm not sure if they are camera heads or something else. But there is nothing special to analyze here. I forgot to mention that, of course, the large dual blade toilet is done, and that they will be working on the anniversary update for Speedview, because tomorrow is the birthday in Speedview, which makes this game 2 years old. In the next leak we can see the door that leads to the corridor through which we can get to the room from episode 70 part 2. The doors look incredibly good, but the walls don't, and that's because there are some strange textures applied to them, which puts me off these walls. Anyway, we can see the inscription, filming location lit. On the next leak we can see the corridor, which is the one that leads to the scientist's room from episode 70 part 3. We also see a large guard toilet that came out of there, but he doesn't see us because we have an invisibility effect. In the upper right corner we can also see the words transmission error and recording error, which also appeared in this episode. In the next leak we can see the gate to the passage on the first floor from episode 68, but there is nothing more to analyze here. In the next leak we can see first of all Leo in the elevator, and secondly some function called floor. This function seems to me to work in such a way that when we press the E button on the keyboard, we will have the choice of whether we want to go to floor 1 or floor 0. The elevator itself also looks pretty good and I can't wait for the update to come out in the game. In the next leak we can see a long, continuous corridor from episode 69 part 1. We can see a lot of turned on alarms and also other random things like these boxes or different vehicles. By the way, the picture is a picture from the event page. And the last leak regarding the base, because we have another one. Of course, before the trailer there is an explosion of some acidic substances. This is a fake of the cameraman with the bomb who threw the masked acid toilet into the elevator in episode 70 part 2. And that's all the leaks about the base. But before we analyze the trailer, let's analyze the leaks about the dual blade toilet and the large laser shield toilet rework. And in these two leaks that you see, we can see the head of large laser shield toilet. One face is normal and the other has red eyes. On the left there is such a grin face, and on the right maybe some new face like angry or some damage from UTC, although he didn't get any of that, so probably a new face. Here we can see an amazingly modeled upgrade to the dual blade toilet, which is indescribably better than the previous model. At his head we can see something like a laser that Sentient also used, for example, in making custom upgrades for triple toilet rework. In the next leak we can see a completely reworked large shield laser toilet rework model, which is much better than the old model. First of all, we can see this armor on the front of the toilet, which seems to be a bit similar to the flamethrower toilet armor. Secondly, this face protection, the shield, it is also very similar to the protection for the nose, eyes and head of the toilet flamethrower. On the left you can see acid skull toilet, but that's not what's special about this leak. In the next leak we can see death animation large shield laser toilet, where upgraded Titan camera burned his head with his core. We can see that it also has a laser upgrade on it, so it will be possible to upgrade these lasers multiple times. And on the leaked video we can see a reproduction of the scene from episode 51 when UTCM hit the large shield laser toilet with a hammer and then core blasted it. The animation looks really amazing and very polished. It's a shame that the maps aren't always like that. But anyway, let's move on to the next leak. As you can see, yesterday Sentient finished 2 morphs at once, which could be really hard to do, and he did it. He is currently doing Astro Rocket toilet rework. Now let's move on to analyzing the trailer. In the first image from the trailer we can see the room where the failed mutant Skibidi attacked the plunger. In the second picture we can probably see some custom room. On the first floor the colors of the walls contrast with those that were in episode 68 part 2, which confirms this fact. In the third picture we can see the room from episode 69 part 1, where the whole group of cameramen and speakermen were running away from the Michael Jackson toilet. This is where the dark speakerman locked part of the group up in the open. In the fourth image we can see an elevator, which is incredibly beautiful, something they came up with in this map, but we saw it a long time ago, so let's move on to the next leak. And in the last picture, the room from episode 70 part 2, where all the Alliance parts are collected. This is the room where the Assassin toilet 2.0 attacked the team. And that's it for today's video. Don't forget to click the like button, subscribe to the channel and join the Discord server, because we're reaching 1,000 subs on the channel by the beginning of the holidays, and 50 members on the Discord server, and I'm saying goodbye to you. Enjoy your day.